Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart 84. A little bit of excitement here today. When I say excitement, I've had a box turn up of plants. It's filming this on the 20th of February, probably put out the video by tomorrow night, to be honest. The reason I've done this, I don't need any plants and I haven't really got any space, but I particularly wanted to get these because it might give some of my friends an opportunity to buy something that is incredibly hard to get in the UK. So I just wanted to test the plants out and have a look, show you what I've bought and what you should be able to buy. If you're interested, I'll be able to give you the name of my friend who supplied them. Basically, I've got a friend who's managed to wangle getting a few grafted persimmons into the country. I believe I've also got a peach, and I think he's got some almonds and a few other bits and pieces, but it's particularly the grafted persimmons that was interesting having a look at and showing to you, because they are absolutely, well, almost impossible to buy in this country. And obviously he's got a few that he's prepared to sell on to people, and you'll better contact him if you're interested, and he'll discuss prices and postage with you. I'm not going to talk about prices because it's going to vary according to the plants that he's got and what he wants to do with them, because he's obviously going to keep some, plant them himself, but I'm sure if you approach him that there's a chance that you'll be able to buy some plants. So the box arrived today. He could send it to me by UPS next day delivery. So I'm going to just I'll start opening the box early. I'm just going to quickly open up the box. Now these are of course bare root plants. They've been imported from, I believe they've come in from Greece. But it's particularly one of the persimmons in particular interests me because I've not come across it over here for several years. I have got one of this particular variety, but I'm not 100% sure it's what it's meant to be, and of course that could be the same with these. So I'm going to pull them out anyway. I have to be gentle because one of them is a peach, and because it's so tall, it's had to be bent over in the box, and in fact it looks to me like it's potentially got flower buds on it. So basically he's wrapped these up. These are bare root plants. I think he's put some compost in there to protect them. I bought 3 trees. So I'm just going to cut the rubbish sack open. Try not to tip soil all over my kitchen floor. I can feel they're nice and damp in a polythene bag. These will be okay overnight they're nice and wet in there. He said he'd soak them in a bucket of water to make sure they're well hydrated. But I'm going to heal these in tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to plant them to the weekend. Got an unwelcome visitor as a snail in here. It's always the thing when you're getting these plants from overseas. So that's probably where it's been soaked in the water. So we'll get rid of him. Let me just pause this a second while we dispose of the snail. So here we are, a rude unwelcome visitor. So here we are back again. I'm not going to pull them right out. I'm basically going to show you what I've got. This one here in the middle is a peach variety which has been labelled as red gold. I'll have to look it up and see if I'm familiar with it. It's got nice red stems on it. I'm going to grow it in a container. Probably won't have peach leaf curl on it at the moment if it's been grown in Greece, because of course it's probably in a fairly dry climate, but there's always a risk it'll get peach leaf curl here. But of more interest to me, we have, this is a grafted persimmon here. Now this is looks like it's had, looks to me like a bud graft on it, I would say, rather than a cleft graft. There's a bud graft with a nice strong shoot coming out. It's basically a maiden stem. That will be last year's single growth, so that's obviously not going to be a flowering plant, but the variety is Hana Fuyu. Well, basically you're just not going to buy Hana Fuyu here, so if you want a very, very unusual persimmon, I have no idea if he's got any more Hana Fuyus left. I think he said he had Rojo Brillant, and I believe possibly an American persimmon as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But obviously if you're interested, I'll give you his contact details and you can make contact and see what he's got. And the other one, which again appears to be, yeah, this is also a bud graft. You should be able to see that there. That's also had a bud graft, and the downside of that is you get a very sort of angled stem, which is not ideal off the side, and that's why I'm not totally keen on bud grafts. I think this little branch underneath it looks like it's probably off the rootstocks. We'll be losing that, but this is labelled as I think it's Karalioki. Now, I have not come across a variety called Karalioki. I believe that to be the Georgian, I'm talking about Europe here. I believe that is the Georgian word for Asian persimmon. But I did a little bit of research and it would appear that it refers to quite an elongated, almost like an acorn shaped persimmon. So I don't think it's going to be Rojo Brillant, especially as where he sourced them from sells Rojo Brillant as well. I'm thinking that that might be Haichia persimmon. Now it is a gamble because, as I said, it's labelled as Karalioki, so that's not a recognised persimmon variety that I can find at the moment, but it's going to be an Asian persimmon for sure. And as I said, if you're a gambler, it might be Haichia, could be also Hiratanashi. I don't think it's going to be a Fuyu because obviously they've got a Hana Fuyu, which is a variant of Fuyu, but much harder to come by. I think it's probably a fruit that's a similar size to Fuyu or slightly larger. But those are the three trees. As I said, if you're interested in trying to get a named grafted persimmon, and I believe, as I said, he's got some almonds, some more peaches. I'm not sure what else he's trying to get hold of and bring in, but I mean, it may be your only chance of getting a grafted persimmon without trying to pick one up in Europe. But I thought I'd just do a quick unboxing and show you, so you can see the sort of size plants they are. They're not huge plants, but beggars can't be choosers when they're not available. So if you message me, I'll obviously pass on his contact details and name for you. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you found that of interest and perhaps a little bit of excitement. If you'd like to get a grafted persimmon, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel of course. You're welcome to share the video if you think anybody might be looking for those, and please click on the bell if you'd like updates on new videos when they come out, including probably potting these up next weekend if the weather's okay and I've got time. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Brett out for now.